What's up, everyone? Just Jason here, here for a special Wednesday night live stream. Hopefully, you guys can hear me all right. These live streams are quite a bit of work to set up in my kitchen, so you can give me a thumbs up or thumbs down whether you can hear me all right in the chat. We'll sort of just wait for see who's gonna come in the door. We had see who came in. Fairbrook Studio was in here first. Thumbs up. Okay, thank you, Gene. Thank you for that. And Lynn, 22Q Cat. And we've got Tiffany in the house. Kristen's here. Simple Alaskans are here. Good to see you guys. Crystal Sparkle over from Tuber Chat, I'm assuming. Welcome to the live stream. Usually we do a live stream every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Who else we got coming in here? We've got Brenda Foley in the house. B&J's Homestead Adventures is here. Purple Tube is in the house. Thanks for coming by, everyone. Everyone that's, I know Kevin was going to sort of send people over after his live stream on Tuber Chat. So welcome in anyone that's new to the channel. Again, my name's Jason. This is just Jason Keto and More. We do a lot of recipe videos, product reviews, unboxings of different tech and stuff like that. So, and then once in a while, when I have the house to myself, I like to do these sort of live cook-alongs. Nothing too exciting. It's just something a little bit different than just sitting in front of the camera and talking for an hour kind of thing. Danny Mullins in the house. Good to see you, Danny. Friend from Ketogenic Woman's community. And we've got Tanya's Budget and Chaotic Life. Thank you for coming by. And we got lots of people coming by. Like I say, anytime you can spend here is awesome. Kevin was gracious enough to sort of send people over after his live stream, so I'm really appreciative of that. And as you can see by the banner, and looks like Purple Tube shows that it's working tonight. If you type hashtag Thrive in the chat, Nightbot will drop your channel link for you. I know a lot of creators that are here are sort of connected through Tuber Chat. But if you aren't, you can definitely go check each other out. I saw Low Carb Spin came in here. Holy cow, these comments are going fast and furious here. So Low Carb Spin's here. Thank you for coming by. Usually I wait for everyone to get here, but part of tonight's sort of live cook-along thing is doing something in the Instapot. So I want to get that started to give it some time to get cooking kind of thing. So all we're going to do is we're going to make some sort of shredded chicken, I guess you would say, in the Instapot. So let me bring up my other camera here. So I've got my Instapot set up here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in, I've just got the little standoff grate. This is the really tiny Instapot. I wish I had the bigger one, but this is the one that we have room for kind of thing. So first thing we're going to do, I usually add some chicken stock up to the bottom of that trivet or that whatever it is. So tonight we're going to use some of this chicken bone broth. I got a little bit of story about this after we get things going, but all I'm going to do is put in, you know, it's probably half a cup of the bone broth kind of thing, just to add some flavor to our chicken. Yeah, the split screen on this kind of thing, ultimately, it gives me some troubles. but it does work pretty good. All it really is it's just my phone in a stand kind of thing. So I've just logged in twice on my account, or my StreamYard account. It's a little finicky, but it is a way to do it. You can actually get the ability to have 2 separate cameras on StreamYard, but you have to have a pro account, and I'm definitely not about to do that. While we have the stock in there, I'm going to set my Instant Pot to pressure cook for 20 minutes. So we'll get that. It'll start warming up as we get everything else in there. Say hello to a couple of people here. Rooted in Essential Oils is in the house. Uncle Big Guy is here. Tuber Chat's here. Thanks for the raid, Kevin. I really appreciate it. Again, welcome to anybody that's new to the channel. We'd like to just hang out and have fun here. Nothing too serious. Just trying different things. This is the 3rd episode of our live cook along. So let me grab a couple of things here. So we've got the Instapot. It'll start warming up here, kind of thing. And all I've done is I've got 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts that I've cut into thirds, basically, to make it a little easier to work with. And then it's just been marinating in some of this keg chicken and rib seasoning. I'm going to be the first one to say that this probably isn't the healthiest and cleanest seasoning that's out there. I'm just kind of too lazy to make my own, so this is the one that I go for usually. So all I'm going to do is going to take the chicken and just set it down in here. A little sort of hint or tip with this is actually I picked this up at the store on my way home tonight, so it's thawed out and ready to go. Usually I just grab chicken out of the freezer and throw it in there pretty much frozen. You know, you don't even have to have it thawed out when you put it in the Instant Pot, which is the nice thing, because it'll just, you wind up having to cook it a little bit longer, but you don't have to actually thaw it out. So the other thing I'm going to add in here, and again, I apologize if this isn't something that everyone can source, but this is a no sugar added sort of barbecue sauce from a company called Crazy Mooskies. With a name like Crazy Mooskies, it's a Canadian company. I think it's actually made by a company called Hot Mama's Foods in Orillia, Ontario. So this is sort of a sauce that I can get locally that has no sugar added to it. It's kind of hard to read the ingredients on it. There is quite a few ingredients, but it's a low carb and it actually tastes good. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add. We're not going to put too much in while we're cooking it, but we'll just add some on top there. We'll add some more to it when we're done. So that's basically all I'm going to put in to the into the Instant Pot for now, kind of thing, and then we'll let that get started. So I hope everyone's having a good week so far. It's Wednesday already. Like I say, usually we do these live streams on Thursdays at 7:30. But the ability for me to do a live stream in the kitchen, just so everyone knows, is kind of like a once a month thing. My wife goes out with her friends and they hang out and play games for the night. So it kind of gives me the house to myself. So that's why I don't do these very often, but I definitely like to do different things just to keep everyone sort of interested in what's going on. Let me see if I missed anything here. Yeah, this shirt here was made by Corinne over at Corinne's Life. She's another fellow Canadian. She makes stuff like this and hats and stickers and all sorts of things. So we've got home bartending with John in the house. Good to see you. Big Family Expeditions here. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. Yeah, if you want to drop your channel link, just type #Thrive and Nightbottle drop that link for you. Everyone is saying hi to each other. Like I say, I don't know, Paula, if that thing I sent you in the mail has arrived there yet. I'm not sure how fast it was supposed to get there, kind of thing. But I sent that off last week, so it should be there sometime this week. And I'm not sure. I have checked out your channel. I can't remember how it is you pronounce the name of your channel. Hodgeways. I've still got your channel open to watch some more of your content. I do apologize. It's been a week. It's been quite a while, or quite a busy couple of weeks for me. So, I haven't been able to keep up. I've got 2 of Scratch and Pete's videos to catch up on, and but they're in the queue to watch. So I will be catching up on everyone's videos as quickly as I can. Looks like we've got Jody here, Marketplace Boutique. Thank you for coming by, Jody. Fire and Air is here from Tuber Chat. Thank you for checking out the live stream. So everyone, Paul is saying it's arrived. That's good. I bought an Instapot on Amazon Day, still in the box. So I'm really happy to see how long to cook it from frozen. So usually if I do frozen, it's another 10-12 minutes kind of thing. So I've got it set to pressure cook for 20 minutes tonight as thawed. Usually if it's frozen, between 30 and 35 minutes kind of thing will be plenty to cook it. So like I say, that's why I like doing this kind of recipe in the Instant Pot, because you don't have to thaw it out. And I've done this with like chuck roasts as well. You can season that up and put it in the Instant Pot and cook it for like 40 minutes sort of thing. And then by the time it's done, you can just pull it apart with a fork and you've got pulled beef. And you could do it with pork too. Obviously, I just don't do a lot of pork because my wife doesn't, she eats it, but not as much as I do. So, but I'll do this every once in a while. And, my wife will have it over rice or something. And, I will just have it by itself, or, like I say, tonight I'm going to make a couple of chaffles so that I can make a sandwich out of it. So talking about subscribers, I gained my 4th subscriber this week. Funny thing is I don't even have a channel. I'm not sure what to think. Yeah, it's funny. That is weird, Lynn, but I think I don't know for sure, but because I'm a branded account, or my YouTube is a branded account, I have my personal YouTube account, which is where I watch a lot of crap on YouTube. And then I've got this account, the Just Jason Keto and More account. And then I've actually got a shorts channel, which I don't use. I just made it for fun one day. Might use it in the future. I just haven't used it for quite a while. But my personal account, which has never had any content on it either, has a couple of subscribers as well. So it's just weird how that happens. But yeah, at least you've got 4 subscribers, which, yeah, it took me quite a while to start getting subscribers on YouTube. So, oh, what is this? She's going after that package. Yep. It's nothing exciting. I just sent a few kind of things. I just sent some of like my wristbands and stuff like that to them. Everyone's saying hi. Yeah, everyone's busy these days. You know, it is summer kind of thing. It's we have to keep that in mind. It's weird. I have found this summer to be fairly busy as a content creator, which is good. Busier than other summers that I've had. But it's also, sometimes you'll find that the view count can go down a little bit during the summer because more people are out doing other things and not watching YouTube so much. Everyone's saying hi here. Yeah, chuck roast in the Instapot is really good. Brenda's saying she has 19 subs. Yeah. So yeah, it's just friends following friends, you know. Like the thing is like, even if you don't have, if you're not posting content, you can still follow each other. So just don't mind the noise here. Hopefully it's not too loud. My Instant Pot's just about to seal up here. All right, there it goes. So it should be cooking pretty soon here. Oh, cool. Thank you for letting me know that you got it. Just think, if I can get 99,996 more random subscribers, I can get that YouTube plaque. Yep. And that's one way to look at it, Lynn. Cool. So we're down to the end of the comments there. So one thing I wanted to sort of point out about the differences when you're looking at things, like I like to talk about ingredients and all that. So, you know, let me pull up my other camera here. It's just a little easier. So if we look at sort of a common chicken broth ingredient like this is the one with this is the low sodium Campbell's chicken broth. You think, okay, well, it's just chicken broth. You know, what's the harm, or what could be wrong in that? But then if you read the ingredients, we've got chicken broth, which is just water and chicken stock. Okay, fair enough. Salt, yeah. And then you've got yeast extract, which is barley. Then you've got natural flavors, which we all know there's nothing natural about natural flavors. Sugars, so it's got dextrose in it, and then it's got canola or soybean oil in chicken stock. Like, why does that need to be in chicken stock, right? So that's just one of those things we have to look out for, right? Whereas this bone broth here, which is actually, you know, you can see there, it's good for sipping too. So you could take this and you could put it in a mug and heat it up in the microwave, or even put it in a pot or whatever. And then you could pour it in a mug and you could just sip it like tea kind of thing. But if you look at something like this, the ingredients in this is chicken stock, which is water and dried chicken stock, organic chicken flavor, whatever, and then sea salt. And that's it. That's all the ingredients that are in this. So things that you would think are kind of, you would associate with not having, sketchy ingredients in them, you just have to keep in mind that there's always going to be some things in these products that don't need to be there. So yeah, it does not need to be in there for sure. But the thing is that's and again, I know why they do it. The fact of the matter is that companies like Campbell's or the big food companies, all they're really doing is taking what should be the one ingredient and then making more of it by adding junk ingredients. That's basically the way of the world, right? So these companies take sort of healthy ingredients and then they put a whole bunch of crap in them so that they can make more. Okay. Just give me a minute here. Let me go look at something. I'm just going to mute my mic here for a sec. Okay. Just sorry about the interruption there. Yeah, just my mother-in-law. She drops off a paper for us every week kind of thing. Usually it's during the day, so but these things happen. So hopefully I didn't miss too much in the chat here. Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, big food corporations, they do what they do. We just have to be educated as consumers. That's really what it boils down to, right? Yeah, yeast extract. It's kind of some of these ingredients. They should say they should be one thing, but then they wind up being other things. And how everybody knows how it is that companies can even saying things like natural flavors, right? There's nothing natural about natural flavors. It's just a lie, but it's something that the government allows them to do to make you feel better about what you're buying. Yeah, doorbell. Everyone's saying hi. Yeah, how dare they? They can put what they want in their products. I turn into a crazy detective when I'm at the store, reading every little container of food. Yep, and that was me tonight because I was looking for something better than the Campbell's, and this, I'm going to tell you, this bone broth here, I actually just found that at Walmart, and it was a little bit more expensive than the chicken stock, the Campbell's, but not much. So I would definitely be going with that in the future. Yeah, I don't know. It's the thing. We can go to our local store or restaurant and pick up a paper, but somehow it got to the point where she just brings us one every week. And the only reason we even get the paper is because there's a quiz in it every week that we do, just for fun kind of thing. Lisa J. Stocks is here. Thank you for coming by. The Bud Files are in the house. Thank you for coming by. So yeah, that's my sort of rant about chicken stock. Let me put this one back in the fridge here. Kind of thing. So hopefully everyone's having a good day and a good week kind of thing. The weather's been pretty nice here. Hopefully it's, not too super hot where everyone is and not raining too much. We haven't had any rain for almost 4 or 5 days straight now. This is which has been kind of odd for us lately, for sure. Yep. Yeah, no, it's definitely the way to go, is to make your own bone broth, for sure. Like if you save up your chicken bones and all that, you can make up big batches, and same with beef bones and all that. Again, I've done it, and I should probably do it more often. The fact is that I'm just kind of lazy sometimes, so that's why I spend more time trying to find cleaner type ingredients from the store. So we might as well, let me put some of this stuff up here. I don't know if anyone's interested, but this is how I have the rest of my setup here. I just have my DSLR camera on a tripod and a couple of soft box lights that help light things up here, kind of thing. And then my laptop that I can read and respond to here. Like I was saying when I first started this tonight, I like doing these live streams from my kitchen, but holy cow, I have to rip my whole studio apart to get it reset up out here, and then I'm gonna have to rip it all apart and put it back together in the basement. And again, I like doing it, and it's definitely enjoyable doing these live cook-alongs, but yeah, they're definitely a little bit stressful for sure. What do you go? Oh, missed that one. Having a great week. I will be working textiles at the Kentucky State Fair Saturday. Cool. Sounds like fun. Herman the Great's in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. If you put a hashtag in front of that Thrive, and it'll drop your link for you. Everyone's saying hi. There we go. If it doesn't, if Nightbot doesn't respond, try again. If too many people are trying to drop their link, it'll at the same time, it'll only do one at a time. There you go. So everyone's got their link dropped. So yeah, check everyone else out if you want. Got lots of great creators in here, lots of great supporters. You're welcome. Hopefully you, like I say, I just wanted to I sent out a couple of packages to some loyal supporters that are always, supporting the channel. Lots of great little things that, I've put together for giveaways at Ketopalooza. Like I say, like these, I can probably show it better here, like these cheap rubber bracelets and and some key tags and stickers and all that fun stuff. I don't know, just part of trying to make this a little more official, I guess you would say. The exciting news, I guess, now on my my merch store, we've sold 3 shirts now, so thank you to whoever has purchased the shirts. I definitely appreciate all the support there. That's another sort of fun adventure. I'm trying to put up new designs every week on the merch store. I think there's 13 different designs on there now. And I'm just going to keep putting fun stuff up there as we go, kind of thing. So already on your wrist. Well, thank you. That's cool. We've got the Carnivore Collective. Thank you for coming by. I think you're another Euro, probably over from Anita's channel. I think I've seen you over there, so thank you for checking things out. If you're into the ketogenic carnivore type content, Ketogenic Woman has a huge community over there, really supportive. And I'm assuming Carnivore Collective, I'm guessing that you have a channel as well with a name like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, kind of thing. If you do, just type #Thrive and Nightbot will drop your channel link for you. So what we can do, we'll turn this around here, is we can start making our chaffles for our sandwich here. So for tonight, I went with a fairly basic recipe. It's just going to be, let me get out the package of it here. The cheese we're going to use for our chaffles tonight is just this, back up, dill and garlic cheddar cheese. This, again, it's from a local company. This is like a small batch cheese. It's the same company that I used to make the ghost pepper chaffles last week. So I've got 2/3 of a cup of that cheese here. I've got 1 egg, just a large egg. So we'll get that in our bowl here. Get rid of that. And then we'll add in our cheese here. Now this is another cheese where I haven't actually even tried this cheese yet. I just saw it at the store last night, I think it was. So I grabbed it and I thought, oh, well, you know, might make a good bun for a pulled chicken sandwich. You know, can't really be too bad being garlic and dill. And it looks like it's got a lot of dill in it. So hopefully you can see everyone can see that. I'm not missing anything here. So we'll just get that mixed in there. I'm not going to add any salt and pepper or anything to the chaffles. Whenever I use like a flavored cheese like this, I usually just let it speak for itself, basically. So we'll that's good enough there. Let's see here. Got Dustin in the house, dropping and show some love, going live in a minute. Yeah, I saw you've got a guest coming on your channel, so thank you for dropping by. How often do I use the Instapot? Not too often, kind of thing. Maybe sort of once a month. I should use it more because it really is a good tool for making quick and easy meals. So the other thing I have here is some shredded Parmesan cheese. So we're going to make some crispy waffles, or, you know, the way I like to try and crisp up the waffles using the Parmesan cheese. So we'll get the Dash Minis hooked up here. Now, if you're new to the channel and you wonder why I use Dash Minis, like why I bother with these tiny little waffle irons that only do 1 4-inch waffle at a time. Well, it's because I'm the only one in the house that eats them. So I have no need to sort of do big batches of them kind of thing. And I make recipes or new recipes for it every week, or new chaffle recipes every week. So they're quick and easy. You plug them in, they're heated up in 3 minutes. It takes about 4 minutes to make a chaffle in them. But that's not to say that you need to have Dash Minis to make chaffles, right? You can make them in a regular waffle iron. You can make them in a little frying pan. I've got a video on the channel showing you that you don't even need a waffle iron. You can use a little frying pan and make little cheese pancakes that way. So it's just the easiest way for me. And then, like Lynn says, because they're cute kind of thing. What I really think is that Dash needs to start sponsoring me so that I can use some more of their products kind of thing. Considering that I've tried to keep the sort of chaffle craze alive for them. I guess it kind of died out there for a while. So do chaffles keep long, like in the fridge or freezer? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't actually make them in bulk, but other people here, I can see Brenda is saying that they do. She freezes them and then puts them in the toaster. Lego Maego, yep. So yes, you can make a bunch of them at once and then freeze them and then reheat them afterwards. Yeah, and so Kevin's got the Dash egg steamer. So that's a pretty cool little tool as well. So these are heated up with the Dash Minis. There's little lights on top. You plug them in, the light comes on. When the light goes off, then you know that they're ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the Parmesan cheese here. This is completely optional, obviously, but if you've seen any of my videos, you know, like I like to do this because it gives it a really crispy texture on the outside. Plus, it adds a little bit of salty flavor to the chaffles when you're making them. You don't need much, just put a little bit down there, and you can do it with mozzarella cheese too, or whatever. I just like to use the Parmesan cheese because, again, it gives you a nice crispy texture and adds a bit of salty taste to whatever the chaffles you're making. And of course, we don't want to put too much in here or we're going to be cleaning up a mess later. And really, nobody wants to clean up a mess when they're done, right? So that's in there. So we're going to close up the Dash Minis. It'll be about 4 or 5 minutes for them to cook. So and the chicken is just about done here. So let's go back up. See what I missed. Made the jalapeno, cheddar, and cream cheese chaffles. Yep. Yeah, the jalapeno and cream cheese really go together. They take that heat and they sort of calm it down a bit. And I love little pockets of warm cream cheese and chaffles for sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely would agree. Personally, I would think they would be best fresh for sure, but it is an option for sure for people to make them in bulk and then freeze them just so that they're easy to pull out if you want to make, if you want to make an on the go bacon and egg sandwich for the morning or whatever. You just pop 2 of them out of the freezer, throw them in the toaster, fry up an egg with some bacon, and away you go. So made a bunch, frozen a month, had one today. Yep. So there you go. No, sorry about that, Ruby. Yeah, it's I haven't had dinner yet either. I kind of got home later than I would have liked tonight, given what we're doing with this. But so this is my going to be my, or part of my supper anyway. So don't start slacking on your Kraken. Yeah. Everyone's saying hi here. I have to give my air fryer a try with my chaffles. Yeah, that would be, I could definitely see that, giving them a nice quick crisp in there. Scrow's Nest is in the house. Thank you for coming by. Everyone's saying hi. It really tastes crispy and fresh in the air fryer. Yeah, we have a sort of combination air fryer, toaster oven kind of thing, which does a good job. But again, I don't really get into too much heating up or reheating things like chaffles. And I don't know if anyone noticed, but I completely forgot to put Parmesan cheese on top of the chaffles. You guys got to remind me of these things sometimes, because I do it every time. Or like even in that last video I did, I almost forgot. Oh, well. This will give me an opportunity to show you the real difference between having the cheese layer on there and not having it. So Kendra's in the house. How you doing, Kendra? Hope you're having a good night. Shredded chicken or beef would be amazing with it too. Yeah. So the Instapot is done cooking. I'm just letting it cool down a little bit before we release the steam. Everyone's saying hi here. Yeah, I try over here. I have to tell you, it's getting a little bit, I'm going to have to start doing some weird stuff with chaffles because I'm running low on things to make. So with the Dash Minis, like I say, once the steam stops coming out of them, usually that's when you can tell that they're pretty much cooked. Whenever I open them, I like to open them with, the first time I like to open them with my fork, just so that I'm not, I don't get burned golden brown on the top there. And then usually all I do is try and peel them out with my fork, because they can get a little bit stuck sometimes, just to make sure that they're sort of fully cooked here. I might actually close them up for a couple more minutes to finish cooking through. Everyone's saying hi to Kendra. It's good to see you, Kendra. Hope you're having a good day. I forget the extra cheese on top and bottom pretty frequently. Yeah, like I say, it's not a deal breaker with them. It's just, it seems like every time I try and do, I have an idea of what I want to do in these videos and live streams. I always wind up screwing something up, but it is what it is. Take it out when done, sprinkle, then put it back in and sprinkle more cheese. Yeah. Why don't we do that? So they're done. Why don't we see what happens if we just put some of this cheese on top. And then close them up. See what happens. Really, what's it going to hurt, right? Thank you. It's smelling pretty good in here. You could always try a peanut butter and pickle chaffle. I used to eat peanut butter and pickle sandwiches all the time in my bread and meat. Hey, I'll leave that one up to you, Kendra. It's probably not something I would try, but you never know. Maybe it would be good. Have you guys actually tried it? yeah, I definitely have never tried anything like that, but that one would definitely fall under the will it chaffle recipe on my over here kind of thing. So I can almost guarantee if I, did something like that, it might get, attract some attention kind of thing. I'm not sure what kind of attention, but you never know, right? I don't know, Kendra. That may be a don't knock it till you try it. Yeah, you never know. Sounded horrible to me at first too until I tried it. The one thing that I used to eat back in the days of eating crap all the time that a lot of people might find, and I don't know, some people might find disgusting, is I used to eat toast. Like I would get toast and then I would put peanut butter and cheese whiz on it. That was one of the things that I used to like having. Probably a contributor to my poor health later in life kind of thing. But we all have our things, right? It's just the way it goes, I guess. So let's open these up again here, see what happened. And now we've got them stuck to the top. So maybe that wasn't the best idea, but we can probably pry them out of there. Yeah, seems to have worked. Hot. So, yep. Well, I don't know if you can hear that, but the top's pretty crispy now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the chaffles out of the Dash Minis and just put them on a wire rack for a couple of minutes. And then we'll close those up, set them aside over here. What are we saying here? I don't know about it being hot in a chaffle form, but regular peanut butter and pickle, yeah. Peanut butter and cheese, yep. Never tried it with cheese whiz, but I've eaten it with cheddar. Yeah, that would be good. Conscious business services and opportunities. Thank you for coming in. Definitely appreciate it. Not sure about that, but I'm willing to try it. Yeah. Being willing to try different things is always, it's always a good thing. So, what's Tiffany saying here? Chris and Alex love peanut butter and cheese sandwiches. Yep, for sure. Yeah, peanut butter and cheese is good. Peanut butter is still one of my weaknesses kind of thing. Of course, I only eat like natural peanut butter now, but it's still something that I have more often than I probably should. But again, if you can't sort of enjoy yourself sometimes, then really is it worth living? So what do we got here? We all may grab a pickle and peanut butter after this live. Yeah, well, you guys all let me know how it turns out. I don't even think we have any pickles here. So just cheese slice in between two peanut butter bread. Yep. Yeah, I think peanut butter and cheese is definitely a good flavor combination. So now that the chaffles are done, why don't we see if there's any steam left to release on this here. Try not to get it on the laptop. Yeah. So it's not too bad. I've made them with cheese whiz too. Yeah, cheese whiz and peanut butter, like I say, was always my thing. I wasn't a huge cheese whiz fan just by itself, but and ultimately, looking back on those days now, It's one of those things where you think, oh, Cheese Whiz is as good as it tastes and everything is just basically, you know, the ingredients and everything is fairly close to plastic kind of thing. So, okay, well, let's get this opened up here. And we'll get that lid set aside. And then so you can see it's just everything shrunk up a little bit in here. There's lots of liquid left in the bottom. So all I usually do is just fish out the little stand that I put it in there. And then I just go in with a couple of forks and just start pulling it apart in the liquid. So it just will pick up the any of the liquid that's in here. Now, ultimately, I think there's probably more liquid than we need in here, but that's fine. It can stay in there and it'll stay nice and moist. What do you? Yeah, it does smell good in here, Kendra. It's one thing about the Instapot. When you release that steam, it certainly fills the room with whatever you're cooking. Like say, if you weren't here when we put the chicken in, the chicken was just marinating in the fridge for an hour or so in some chicken and rib seasoning. And then we added some chicken bone broth in to the Instant Pot when we were cooking it, along with some barbecue sauce. So that is all mixed in with the bone broth as well. So there's still another piece in here. So you guys sort of get the idea. It's really just shredded chicken. So, you know, and it's a good quick meal. You know, you've got quite a bit in here. I'm really not going to use much of it for this video kind of thing. So it'll be good leftovers. Like I say, my wife will enjoy eating this as a leftover kind of thing. Use it for sandwiches or, you know, anything you'd, you know, use shredded chicken for. So let's make sure we're not missing too much here. He will try it after dinner. He will not. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, we're going to put it on Chaffle because I don't eat bread. But what I can say is that I would really love to put like freshly baked bun kind of thing. That would be, I think, really good. But so these chaffles have cooled off. So if you look at this was the top and then this was the bottom. So this one actually got quite crispy. I don't know if you can. It's definitely a crispy chaffle. So what we're going to do, we've got our fancy sort of, let me just get that turned around again. We've got our fancy sort of serving tray that you've seen a number of times if you've seen any of my videos. And then we're also going to get some, if you're looking for like a decent brand of mayonnaise without making your own, which I usually do. Again, I was just being lazy, but there's this Chosen mayonnaise. So it's just, it's made with avocado oil. So I saw someone new come in here. Nisa Fairway. Well, thank you for coming by. Welcome to the channel. We're just making some shredded chicken chaffle sandwiches here. So what we'll do is we'll basically just grab some of this chicken meat out of here. Yeah, you guys have seen it already. I'll just get some out of here. And we're just going to pile it up on our chaffles, or on one side here kind of thing. So we'll just spread that out a little bit. And then what we'll do, again, if you missed it at the beginning, we're using some of this Crazy Mooskie's low carb barbecue sauce. So what we'll do is we'll just put a little bit more of that on top of there. And then I like to have, I'm kind of a sucker for mayonnaise. So we're just going to put a little bit of that on top as well. Just add some flavor kind of thing. Set all this stuff aside. And then it's basically as simple as putting it together and finding a knife that might actually cut this. I don't know if you can hear how crispy those chaffles are, but the Parmesan cheese definitely did its job. So that's basically, I don't know if you can see that in there. That's a crispy chaffle, shredded chicken, barbecue, pulled chicken sandwich. And that's hopefully that'll focus. That's the cheese we used tonight. And bring it over there. That's the dill and garlic cheddar cheese we use for our chaffles tonight. So that's, sort of it in a nutshell as far as what I had in mind for tonight's video. What do we got? I just want to make sure we aren't missing anything here. Yeah, that tastes really good. I'll have to, maybe I'll make some more chaffles once the live stream's over so I can have 2 sandwiches. Yeah, one thing you'll find with the channel, once you get to know or watch some of my videos, is I'm not really much of a cook. I can do all the basic kind of stuff. I'll have to say, technically, if I was to say the most sort of technical thing I ever cook, and this isn't even for me, I don't even eat it, is that I make a batch of risotto for my wife every once in a while, like a big batch of it, and then she just freezes portions of it. That's about as technical as I get when it comes to cooking. I make chaffles, I make frittatas, I make, my barbecue full chickens and burgers, and it's all pretty simple stuff. And that's sort of what I'm trying to bring on this channel as well. The last live cook along, we did a cheese stuffed bacon wrap meatloaf, which really turned out good as well. But even that gets more complicated than I'm usually getting in the kitchen kind of thing. But I'm just here to try and make it, give you guys easy suggestions that you can do with a few ingredients, right? Crunch, yes, very crunchy. Everyone's here for the cooking class. Thanks for coming in, Style Stages. Yeah, it was good for sure. And go right. Yeah. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna finish this chicken sandwich and then figure out what else to eat too, because I haven't eaten anything all day either. So yes, turned out good. I was happy with take 2. Yeah, they may take a while to get there, Tiffany, but we could freeze dry them and see how they make it out to the East Coast. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. You know, I get accused of making people hungry every week. So, but again, I'm really just here to give you guys other ideas that you can try for yourself. You know, Kendra does the same thing on her channel with her shorts a lot. You know, one thing with trying to eat a bit healthier, it doesn't have to be hard, right? Like you don't have to make these fancy dishes or anything. It's just one of the a simple thing here, like me doing this and taking an hour to make a sandwich is way more time than I would usually take to make something for myself, kind of thing. But I just want to show you again, like Paul and Jace or Paul is saying here, is now I've got leftover chicken that I could use for all sorts of different things, right? Again, you cut up some, even like I was saying at the beginning, cut up or just throw some frozen chicken breasts in your Instapot with some chicken broth, some seasoning, some barbecue sauce, you know, throw it on pressure cook for 30 minutes, walk away from it, come back, and you've got a meal with no work, right? So hungry. Yeah, leftover chicken, 33 likes. Thank you for all the thumbs up. If you're definitely, if you can do that before you leave, that would be really appreciated. Again, this Wednesday night's not usually my typical night for a live stream. I'm usually live Thursday nights at 7:30 Eastern. I probably won't go live tomorrow night. This will be my live for this week. But we'll be back next Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern for another live stream. And then I'll have another recipe video out Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern as well. Yep, like you say, I get that from I apologize for making everyone hungry right around supper time, but again, this gives you some ideas, and you know, you can go try this recipe if you want. You could, you know, grab a chuck roast, throw it in the Instant Pot. You have the same kind of deal. Add your own seasoning. Again, most people will say that I don't season things properly, but this is just the way that I like it. So anytime you see any of my recipes, they're kind of a blank slate, so to speak, so that you guys can make whatever you want. Make changes. Chaffles are a great thing because you can take one thing out of one recipe and something out of another recipe and put it into a chaffle. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to work pretty good. So we'll probably end things off there. We've been going for an hour now. It was you know, thankfully we got through this whole thing in an hour. So I definitely appreciate everyone that spent their time with me tonight. Hopefully I didn't make anyone too hungry. You can go have your supper now. Leave a thumbs up before you leave. And if you can leave a comment down below once we're done, it helps push the live streams and replays out when we're done. And that's about it. And if you're, you know, if you want to laugh and see what's going on, check out my merch store in the link down below. Just some fun stuff there. Not trying to sell anything. Just want to see what people think of it. And then if you're ever interested, we do have memberships here starting at $1.99 a month. Get you access to videos a bit early, and then be some other fun stuff coming in the future. So that's about it. Let's make sure we're not missing anything here. That was smart, just like eating before you go to the grocery store. Yep, for sure. Okay, guys, that's about it. We will see you at 7 p.m. Eastern for my premiere this week, and then we'll be back next week on Thursday. Till then, keep on thriving, my friends.